Hi, Dan Casmenta here. As I was thinking about recording this little episode around how we can go about, I suppose, easily righting our wrongs or righting our voids or our negatives, both of the past and of the future, or of the present. Sorry, and they're beyond using the certain trail of techniques that I use in each of my coaching programs. There are certain things that you can do by yourself to be able to right those wrongs, or to right those negativities, or to right those voids. And it's something that I really want to share with you today. It's a very simple process. It's a very simple process, and one that I know that you'll get great value from. But when I was thinking about recording this, I referenced that just come up around one of my mentors, sort of the dean of personal development, by a guy named Earl Nightingale. Some of the videos that I've shown on my Facebook page and through my direct email distributions is one of his pieces called "The Stranger's Secret." And one of the things that really shot up and really stood out to me was something that he mentioned around. He referenced how men simply don't think. That's the reasons why, potentially why society is the way it is today, the reasons why dis-ease is at its all-time highest, the reasons why stress, anxiety, depression, the reasons why only 1% of the population become financially free, and the vast majority are having to, sort of rely on retirements or rely on government assistance post-retirement. And Earl Nightingale talks about people often take for granted the things that are most important to us, and the things that are most important to us often come for free, and we forget to use it. And he was directly relating to using our thinking, using our mind. And so, for example, for you to do this little process that I'm about to share with you on how to right those wrongs and how to create balance, is to start to use your thinking in a way that may stretch you a little bit, but in a way that your thinking was designed to be used. But from time to time, we just forget how to use it. And I think, as you know, the more you use. Or the more you use, the more you gain, and potentially the more you gain, the more you lose. In relation to losing, I'm referencing, some of those negativities of the past, or false associations of the past, or projections of ourselves that we don't like seeing that are creating our reality. So, I have spoken to you guys. I have spoken to many people about bringing life back into balance. And one of the issues that we have is people's preconceived idea that life is all about having these, all about having positivity, and all about having these, a lot of happiness and complete fulfillment all the time, and all that sort of stuff. It creates, it really does create, a certain level of comparison to our life, or comparison to the way we're living our life, to one that really cannot be fulfilled, and that ends up leaving us deeply unfulfilled. So we want to appreciate both the positives and negatives in life. And so when you appreciate both the positives and negatives, that's how we go about creating balance. Okay, and that's how we go about creating a certain level of personal power, if you'd like. Okay, and being able to live a life that's inspired, because we just accept that for every positive there's always a negative, and it's just about literally bringing things back into balance. So how do we go about doing this? So it's really quite simple. What I want you to do is to think about some of the things that have created voids in your life. So what are some of those things that have created voids in your life, or some of those things that have created negativities in your life? They could be a series of events. Things that have happened are associated with certain beliefs that have been tied up with certain levels of negativity. But some of those things, some of the things in your past, that have affected you in a certain way. And then what I want you to do is think about that, and also think about maybe presently, right now. So what are some of those things right now that are creating a certain void, or that you may perceive to be a mistake, or something that is negative? And so what I want you to do is go ahead and get a list. Get a list of all those things. You might have 5 things, you might have 10 things, you might have 15 things, you might have 50 things. So what I want you to do is go and get a list of all those voids or negatives. Another way to put it is all pains. Anything that's creating any pain, right, for you personally. So in one column, perhaps on a spreadsheet or something like that, you could have a list of voids, negatives, and pains. Get your list. And then now what I want you to do is to rank them. Quickly scan over your list and go ahead and rank those points that you've just mentioned, associated with the past and also associated with the present. Go ahead and rank them. You know, what are the ones that are really important, that really, really, really effing bug you? You know, the ones that create a huge mess of pain in your life and maybe pain in the past. So go ahead and rank the top 10. So go ahead and rank the top 10. And once you've ranked the top 10, now on another column, what I want you to do is think about those pain points in the past, or negatives in the past, right? And think about what are 5 benefits. What are 5 benefits for you that you were able to get from those events? 5 benefits that shaped the way you thought, or shaped the way you decide, or shaped the way you acted, or shaped the way you went about going about your life in the future from that event. So 5 benefits. Yeah, what were 5 benefits? It might take you some time to consider that. It might take you some time to get some responses, but you will get some responses. And then what I want you to do is, if there's anything associated with the present, think about 5 benefits that the present pain, your present pain points, or your present negatives or voids, can bring or will bring for you into the future, or can bring for you in the future. What might there be? What might some benefits be for you? 5 benefits for each. So you've got 10 pain points, 5 benefits for each. That's 50 responses. And then what I want you to do is just notice how different you feel about those so-called pain points. You know, I love to hear about the value of this simple process. So please email me at dean@deancasamento.com.au and share with me any of your thoughts, feelings, and benefits that you got from this little pain task. And if you wanted to find out any more information about my coaching programs, please make sure you jump onto my website at www.deancasamento.com.au, and you already have my email address. So if I don't hear from you, I might see you shortly. Okay, you take care and have a great day or a great night. Bye.